Should I stay or should I go boom? I'm sorry, I'll stop. Today I'm bringing you guys another game review. And the game that I'm going to be reviewing today is called Stay. Mumbles wants you to stay on his channel and watch this video. Haha, stop. But seriously, the name of this game is Stay. It is a game that is available for both Xbox One and Steam and can be picked up for the low price of $11.99 at the time of this video. So not a very expensive game. The question is it a good game? Now, Stay is a very unique game. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but I'm one of those people that really enjoys games that basically put the player in a position to change the outcome of a game based on the decisions they make. Now, you'll see good representations of this in games such as Deus Ex, or Heavy Rain, or Detroit, or, well, I would say Mass Effect, but we all know how the debacle of that went, so I won't list that one. But you guys know the game I'm talking about, Telltale's game. I mean, I'm playing The Walking Dead right now. That kind of game, this is the kind of game I'm talking about. It is a game that is influenced based on the decisions that you make. Stay basically tells you the story of a young man named Quinn. Now, Quinn, one night, he goes to bed, and there's an intruder that invades his house, and he wakes up in a dark room with only a computer in front of him. Now, strangely enough, this computer does connect to the internet and connects directly to you. So you are in direct chat with this man named Quinn. Based on the decisions you make and what you decide to tell him, all things will affect Quinn. And this game does a great job of making those decisions matter. Very much so, and I'll get more into that because this game is really cool. But I do want to talk first off about the graphics, the soundtrack, and the controls. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the graphics. The graphics in this game aren't anything special. They're not next-gen graphics. They are just very pleasing to the eye graphics, I would say. And they're nothing special. Mumbles, you're not off to a good start. Just wait. The graphics aren't anything special, but they are passable. And in this game where most of the time you're looking at a computer screen typing to this guy, graphics don't matter that much. So overall graphics are passable, not anything spectacular, but it doesn't matter so much. Now, soundtrack-wise in this game, the soundtrack is really well done. They put in some nice mood music. So based on what's going on, the music will change, and it's just a very nicely well put together soundtrack, and I really dig it. Games that are emotionally pulling and really play on your emotions need a good soundtrack, and this game does that. Now, control-wise in this game, you can expect some decent controls. Really, there's not much control-wise for you to do. All you do is basically use your little control stick to choose which option you want to talk to, or what option you want to express to Quinn, whether it be, you know, shut up and stop crying, or whatever that option may be. That's really the only controls you need in this game. So controls are very well done and very easy to use. Now, let's talk about the gameplay itself. As I've said, Stay really does a great job of building on those decision-based games that we all know and love. So, this is one of those games that really is all about the decisions you make. This game takes it to the next level though. Now let's say, you know, you're talking to Quinn, you start a game at night, okay? You're talking to Quinn, you're building up a nice relationship, you're helping him focus on the important things, such as what's in the room that you're in? Is there any way out? Can you do anything in this room? Is there any kind of secret passage in this room? You're doing all the right things, you're telling him all the right things, you're making sure that he stays on point and tries to get out of this problem. But you know it's late, and you're falling asleep. So you decide, you know what? Time for me to turn off the Xbox, turn off the computer, go lay down and get some sleep. Well, the game is so intelligent that it realizes, and Quinn realizes, you been gone 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4. It's been gone 8 hours. I've been sitting here 8 hours all by myself. The next time you turn on the game, you can expect to find a Quinn that isn't as receptive to you. He's hurt by the fact that in his time of need, you decided to leave him there for 8 hours or however many hours you left him there. So it really puts an interesting dynamic on the game that even when you're outside of this game and you go to do something else, it affects the game. I've never seen a game that's really taken that aspect and done something with it, and Stay really does that very well. Now, in addition to that, the dialogue choices and the things that occur in this game are just fantastic. The narrative is very well done. It is a story that had me at the edge of my seat the entire time, wanting to know what will the outcome of Quinn be. And they just do a great job with that. They also bring in real life feelings to this game. Now, how do they do that? Well, you'll be talking to Quinn, and every now and then he'll make a typo, whether out of nervousness or just because he's not a great typer. It kind of brings it back down to earth and makes you almost kind of feel like Quinn is a real person that you're chatting to through your computer or Xbox One. Now, another aspect that this game does have is puzzles. It has a nice puzzle aspect to it, which can kind of change up the gameplay, so it's not the mundane type of, oh, I'm typing to this guy, I'm typing to this guy, I'm typing to this guy, I'm typing to this guy. Well, what's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. No, there is puzzles in this game to keep you intrigued and kind of bought into the story. And they are really well done, but they are difficult, and I will talk more about that in the con section, but they are difficult puzzles. Now, we pretty much covered everything gameplay-wise. The last thing that I do want to mention is that the decisions and the emotions and the way that Quinn reacts to what you say to him is really well put together. I've never seen a game that really tugged at my emotions of what decision I make as well as this game has. We've all played Mass Effect. Mass Effect is one of my all-time favorite game series. But we've all played Mass Effect where, you'll come up to an alien and he'll be talking blah, 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 blah. And another guy will talk to you and he'll say, why does this so-and-so do this? And your main character will say, because he's a big, stupid jellyfish. I mean, we've all been there, and being bad doesn't really, it's like, I'm bad, I'm evil, I punched this person, it's fine. This game does a very good job of really making you feel like, oh man, I was a jerk to Quinn, now he doesn't trust me, he's not going to make it out. Oh man, I made a bad choice, Quinn turned off his computer, what's going to become of Quinn? It really makes you feel. And any game that can tug at your emotions is off to a great start. Now let's talk about the cons, and there's really not that many. The first con is that the puzzles in this game are difficult. Really, this is the only con in this game. The puzzles can be very difficult, and at times I found myself kind of like, I gotta figure out this puzzle, but all I really want to know is what is gonna happen to Quinn. And so the puzzles could be a bit of a downer, but I do feel they are important to change things up in the game. So really well done from that aspect. Just a personal con of mine. Now with all this in mind, I gotta give this game a score. This game was not an easy game for me to score because I have such love for decision-based games. I love games that let you basically decide the outcome yourself. It's like it puts you and brings you and immerses you in the game. To me, playing this game, Quinn was almost like a real person. And the decisions that I made really affected him. And that is something that really, really, really played heavy on me. So I have to give this game a score. Now, Stay today is going to get a 7 out of 10 on our Mumbles review. Great game. If you love decision-making games, this game could easily be a 10. I mean, I love this game. I can't stress that enough. So anyways, guys, this has been my review of Stay. I want to thank you guys all so much for joining me. Please smack that subscribe button, smack that like button, and smack all those buttons. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye, everyone. Take care.